Hello, I just wanted to share with you our resurrection eggs that we're giving away this Lent at church. So, this is the passion, death, and resurrection of Jesus. On Wednesday, Judas agreed to betray Jesus for 30 pieces of silver. And you can find this in Matthew chapter 27, verse 3. And so, our first egg, we have 3 pieces of silver. So we're hoping that the families and the kids can do this activity together, and I just thought we'd share. On Thursday night, Jesus ate the Passover meal with his apostles. He blessed the bread and said, "Take this, all of you, and eat it. This is my body." He blessed the wine and said, "Drink this, all of you. This is my blood, which will be shed for the forgiveness of sins." And that's from Matthew chapter 26, verses 26 and 28. And so we just have a little picture of the chalice and the Eucharist. So we would put that in our number 2 egg. After supper, Jesus and his apostles slept. Jesus prayed to his Father, saying, "If it is possible, let this cup pass from me. But whatever your will is, I will do." And this is from Matthew chapter 26, verse 39. And we have our Father prayer rolled up in a little scroll. Jesus prayed to his Father. We'll put that in number 3. Number 4, then a mob of men came with swords and clubs. Judas went up to Jesus and kissed him. Then the men arrested Jesus and took him away. This is from Matthew chapter 26, verses 47 and 48. And it says that the mob came with swords and clubs. So this is our little sword to put in number 4. Number 5. On Friday morning, Jesus was condemned to die. Soldiers tied Jesus to a pillar and whipped him. So number 5 came from Matthew chapter 26, verse 55. And this is our little whip we made. Number 6. Next, they placed a crown of thorns on his head. This came from John chapter 19, verses 2 through 4, or Mark chapter 15, verse 7. And we have our thorns. We couldn't make ours into a crown, but we did have thorns from the garden. Number 7, then they wrapped him in a purple cloak, mocked him, and spat on him. This is from John chapter 19, verse 20, and we have our little purple material to put in the egg. Number 7 egg. Number 8, they laid a heavy wooden cross on his shoulders and made him carry it up the hill of Calvary. This is from John chapter 19, verse 17, and we have our wooden cross. In egg 8. Number 9, they stripped off his clothes and nailed him to the cross. 1 nail for each hand and 1 nail for his feet. It was about noon. This came from John chapter 19, verses 18 and 37, or John chapter 20, verses 25 through 29. And we have our 3 nails. Put that in number 9. And number 10, when Jesus asked for a drink, they soaked a sponge in sour wine, stuck it on a reed, and offered it to him to drink. This is from John chapter 9, verses 28 through 30. And we have our sponge for number 10. And number 11, just before Jesus died, he said, "It is finished." It was 3 o'clock Friday afternoon. Joseph of Arimathea took Jesus down from the cross, wrapped him in a clean white linen cloth, and laid him in a tomb that had been cut out of rock. This is from John chapter 19, verse 30. And we have our white cloth. And number 12, early Sunday morning, some women went to the tomb. They wanted to clean Jesus' body and dress it with spices. To their great surprise, they found that the stone at the entrance had been rolled away and the tomb was empty. Jesus had risen from the dead. This is from Matthew chapter 28, verse 6. And so number 12 is our empty tomb. We just wanted to share, and we hope maybe you can do this activity with your kids. Have a great Easter.